Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for an evening of enlightenment. In 2017, Greg Friedman took what he believed was pure ecstasy before a concert. We may never know exactly what it was, but it was a decision that cost him his life. At that time, there was so much that we didn't know. The headlines were focused on America's opioid epidemic, which had just been declared a national emergency. The White House Council on Economic Advisors retrospectively reported the epidemic's true cost in 2015 at $504 billion. And the CDC announced that in 2016, illegal lab-made fentanyl contributed to the death of at least half of fatal opioid overdoses. Yet at the time, there was a barely recognized threat emerging. The possibility that recreational substances might also be adulterated was not commonly known. People thought recreational drugs were a completely different matter, but today we now know the deadly adulterants are being combined with all kinds of recreational substances. Tonight we come together to support the mission of the GPFF Foundation. We're saving lives through awareness and to prevent the people you love from dying because they made an uninformed choice. In 2023, the news is plastered with headlines about fentanyl and the growing number of drugs that are being adulterated. The GPFF Foundation understood this. They understood that the crisis was coming and was on the forefront of the effort to bring this issue into the light. We hope tonight's theme, an evening of enlightenment, conveys our deepest belief that creating awareness can bring about change. Greg's passion for reading led us to seek out an author for the keynote address. And Don Winslow's extensive research and expertise with the Mexican drug cartels promises to shed even more light on a world so many of us really don't know. We also have a special message from Duke basketball coach Jon Scheyer. On behalf of the GPFF Foundation, thank you for your support over the years and for being here tonight. And now, please join me in welcoming Nancy and Ross Friedman to the podium as they provide a brief update about the Foundation's significant progress to date.
No. Excuse me. Thank you. I knocked that over last year. I've learned. Well, thank you, Larry. We are so glad you're here with us again tonight. Excuse me. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. Before we begin, I want to say our hearts go out to the people of Israel. We are deeply grateful that so many of you have been with us from the beginning and that so many others are joining us for the first time. Whether you're here in person or watching via live stream, I want you to know that your support gives us strength and your belief in our mission gives us hope that something significant and enduring has come out of our tragedy. 6 years ago, after losing our son Greg to an incident that we could not grasp, a group of us founded the organization that brings us here tonight. When we spoke about recreational drug adulteration at our launch event in 2018, people were first starting to comprehend that something very different was going on. At that time, although fentanyl had been discovered as an adulterant in cocaine and counterfeit Xanax, there was by no means a widely recognized threat in terms of the public's general perception. The understanding that recreational drugs were now showing up on the continuum of adulterated substances was rare. You can appreciate why I've said repeatedly that our kids were playing modern-day Russian roulette. And we were advised from our partner, Lake Forest College, at our very first meeting of that term, and kids had absolutely no idea that they were doing so. Today, as Larry mentioned, it's almost impossible to turn on the news without hearing about something about fentanyl and the growing number of substances, including marijuana, in which it can be found. This vitally important effort, I should have read this, marks a much-needed journey toward awareness building that was not there before, and for this awareness, we are grateful. Whether it's fentanyl or a different type of lethal additive, the GPF Foundation recognized early that the recreational drugs of today are far more dangerous and impure than in the past. As a matter of fact, 20 years ago, the leading cause of death for this age group was varied, including vehicle incidents and gun violence. Today, the leading cause of death is substance-related in every state of the union. We welcome and support the effort on the part of news organizations to get the word out, but our mission to build awareness is about something much bigger. For us, awareness means reaching our target audience of 15 to 36-year-olds where they are and making sure they understand the full scope of this issue. This means covering all territory, not just about the existence of adulteration, but how to recognize it, how to avoid it, and how to get help to stay alive. In a moment, Ross will share those details with you. But first, we'd like to recognize some incredible individuals who are essential to the growth and success of the GPF Foundation. All of them have supported us not only with their outstanding expertise, but with their profound compassion and heartfelt desire to keep our communities safe and prevent unnecessary loss of life. We're forever grateful for all they have done and continue to do so. So please stand when your name is called, and we ask everyone to hold their applause until we've read all names. Dr. Jill Barron, Lake Forest College. Steve Douglas, Lake Forest High School. Dr. Lise Elliott and Dr. Bill Frost, Rosalind Franklin University. Dr. Harry Griffith, formerly Lake Forest High School. Dr. Ron Himmelman, North Shore University Health System. Jay Hoffman, formerly Lake Forest High School. Jean Hotchkiss, formerly Lake Forest College. Dr. Wendy Rolt, Rosalind Franklin University. Nael Sabanajik, Hubbard High School. Patrick Session, Lake Forest High School. And Fabiola Serrano, Hubbard High School. There are many others who have been invaluable in helping us develop our programming initiatives who are not in the room with us this evening. We wish to recognize them on the screens behind me, or next to me, I should say. Thank you again to all of you. One more. Yeah. I have one more round of thank yous to the fuel that makes this engine run. Our amazing event committee, Jana Burke, Karen Perlman, David Durfel, and Barry Gersowski, and our program manager, Frey Hoffman, our staff, our executive board, advisory board, fellows and interns, and our devoted angel and corporate donors, partners and supporters here and at home. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We could never have gotten this far without you. And to all who know how much we miss and love Greg every day, thank you for being here tonight and always.
Thank you, Nancy, and thank all of you for being here. For those who were able to join us last year, you'll remember that the 5-year mark was a significant milestone. We hoped it demonstrated our staying power, but more importantly, gave all of you faith that you were contributing to a worthy and life-saving cause. Our goal last year was to convey big picture progress. We would like this year to discuss some specifics about the magnitude and reach of our programs. We are very proud and humbled by the inroads we have made to date and hope that with your support, we can contemplate even more opportunities for growth. Our two core initiatives, educational and medical, reflect an effort to raise awareness that was born out of our son's inability to get the help he needed in these two areas. Beginning with the medical initiative, we are truly overwhelmed by the success of our full code venture. For those who do not know, Full Code is an intuitive, mobile-based medical simulation, a training tool designed by doctors, for doctors, and medical professionals in order to recognize specific drug-related medical emergencies. Thanks to our partnership with Rosalind Franklin University, we launched this simulation last year based on Greg's case to be carried on the Full Code app. In an update that is stunning to all of us, Greg's simulation has now been completed approximately 120,000 times worldwide and receiving outstanding user reviews. Thank you. That is quite a far-reaching accomplishment in terms of educating medical professionals. Our goal to ensure that no medical professional confronted with drug-induced psychosis will lack the information and training needed to properly diagnose and treat that patient. Our first responders training program, which was recently launched in Glencoe, Illinois, exemplifies the expansion and reach of our medical initiatives, allowing us to move beyond local police and fire departments. We are currently in discussion with numerous police and fire stations to deliver our presentation and are consistently being approached with other opportunities. Our goal, to ensure that no one experiencing a recreational substance emergency will suffer or lose their life due to lack of awareness of proper first responder protocol. We are also proud of being published in the Pediatric Annals, an important online medical review journal dedicated to educating clinicians. For those interested, please grab a copy at the front check-in desk. Separately, we anticipate being published in 2024 in Disease a Month, a highly prestigious medical journal with global reach. Both publications will raise awareness that has not existed. Our educational initiative is also flourishing as we continue to explore new ways to reach our target audience. From the beginning, we have been working with local universities and college campuses on our student education program, where we integrate our medical research on recreational drug use into a visual media presentation. In simple terms, we have utilized our Lake Forest College interns and Rosalind Franklin University fellows, of which we have engaged 17 of the former and 21 of the latter respectively to date, many of whom are here with us tonight, to create presentations based on unique content that inform students and young adults about risks, outcomes, appropriate treatment, and where to get help. We are excited to share details with you in our initiatives video that we will show shortly. In a recent development, we delivered our first Chicago Public Schools presentation at Hubbard High School. Again, our goal to teach teens and young adults where they are, in the spaces where they are, and they will be open to hearing our message from peer presenters. The GPF Foundation is at ground zero of the adulterated drug epidemic. I'm confident that the efforts of this foundation are making a difference and that we are saving lives. Our son Greg and his doctors made a mistake. Although he tried to live, he lost that battle. Neither Greg nor his doctors had the benefit of knowing all that we now know. The GPF Foundation is committed to shining a bright light on this issue so that others do not suffer the devastation and heartache of loss. Thanks to so many of you in this room, we have now raised close to $1.5 million to date, which has supported our mission of saving lives. For those of you who feel inspired and believe in our mission but may not yet have contributed, I hope you will consider making a donation either tonight or through the website. And for those who have given us your love and support already, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We would not be here without you.